Hello peoples, I'm in my swamp world here and I've been concentrating on building this little shack over there and the tree and the pipes. I just finished up building the very ropey scaffolding here, but inside of the shack there's some space still that needs some definite mess, or let's call it set dressing. Look at the swaths of emptiness over here. This is all largely finished, what happens over here. So this kind of mess I like very much. It's just set dressing, it's not interactive. There's just a few little interactive things over here. But what happens here, I also want to have happen under the table and like in the corners and maybe in the way over here. So I thought I'll just dive into blocks, see what I can come up with, and let's record it once more, see if I can make a YouTube out of it. So that's the plan. I'm gonna jump over into blocks and I'll see you in a bit. Hey, here we are in blocks. Oh, I got the feeling that I'm in my own world. I'm trying to teleport, but obviously that won't work in blocks. Sorry. So here's the basics of the shack that I use to model upon. I have another version with all the mess in here, but I'm obviously gonna start out with this one because it's cleaner. Excuse me. First thing I'll do is just, because I think I grouped it up neatly, like so, but obviously, because I'm not on top of it, I'm not sure. I'm thinking I should really just group everything together, like so. So there's only one model. Oh, I'm missing a few parts here. This and this and this and this. Only the big reference model. I'm gonna quickly try if this can turn out to be a problem, because if I'm modeling over here, I don't want the grabby tool to have the idea that he's inside of the room and then just grab the room like so. Oh, I believe I accidentally ungrouped it all again when I pressed undo. Silly. So this be the room with the windowsill like so. Yes. And now can I move about here under the table without blocks thinking that I'm grabbing the room? It seems fine. We'll see how far we get with this. Excuse me. So the easiest thing to do, I think, is just model a few boxes over here to fill up the space under the table, because I'm not yet sure how I want to handle this, and I'm hoping just starting will help me out, give me ideas. So let's keep it very simple. There are not many people who will go crawling under the table here, so I'll start with some huge messy box. Obviously everything will be crooked. I've modeled now quite a few of these boxes for my worlds, so I kind of have a formula going. Just a little saggy, and I'm using orange for the gaffer tape on top here. Let me do it like this, and then in the processing stage I'll make sure that the orange part here is very shiny, so it stands out as a gaffer tapey bit. kind of like torn gaffer tape here. Calling it gaffer tape, I shouldn't really. I'm obviously talking about duct tape. And now that I see it, I actually want to have this box the other way around. The tape on the bottom. And openable from the top. There we go. Let's fix it up a little. Yes. There we go. That's your tapey bit. Just checking the scaling. That's a huge box. Might be a bit too big, really. So let me see if I can make it a bit smaller. There we go. That's okay. Yes. Me likey. So obviously boxes like this have like flappy bits over here. Just like this. And I could also preemptively, oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Paint the inside of the box brown like this. And the other side of the flappy bit will be ajar, I guess. Maybe even worse than this. Let me try. Let me first place it. Yeah, I want to have a good look what's inside the box. And maybe I'm gonna cheat here a little bit, something I rarely do. I'm gonna use a cut just to color in. But for something that's over there, I guess that works. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm really wanting to have this be deeper inside. Let me provide a helping cut over here. That one failed. This one, please. Let me click. Yes, thank you. So you're over here. That really feels like a box of stuff. And obviously, there's all kinds of messy stuff in here. Let's see. Just placing blocks suggestively, I guess. So it feels like there's all kinds of stuff inside this box. Important stuff. Very important stuff. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, this should work. And because we're messy people, we will have stashed a little book over here that we don't need currently. Let me show you my little book formula, so to say. It's really simple. For this book, I already know that this won't be interactable. So I already know that we won't see this side of the book unless you really try to get behind it. But we can spare or save some polygons over there if we cut it like this and like... Oh, sorry, I want this one. And then we can use these cheap cuts as the profile for the insides of the book. So let's make those pages a bit yellowish. There we go. That's my book formula. And just because it's possible that people will see the top of it, let me provide it. Oh, excuse me. Provide it with a title. There. That's the title of the book. It's also written by this author. And here's the publisher. No illustrations on this one, because it's one of the serious books, I guess. That's okay. Placement is a bit shaky, I guess. I don't want to... yeah. Oh god, I'm very much too precise. There we go. That's booky enough. And just to hide the back of the box from view a bit, I'm gonna pretend there's another box thing over here and finish it off with another suggestive shape over here. This one is just resting against the wall here, I guess. Taking the underside. There we go. That's good and messy, right? Well, it starts out being good and messy. The idea of this room is not entirely clear to me yet. Excuse me. I have a bit of a cough going on. I'm not sure what the use of this room is yet. I'm currently using it to stash the tape deck and some electronic equipment. So it's kind of like a hobby corner with paper and glue and electronic bits and screwdrivers. Not really obvious what the main use of the room is. I'm just hoping that keeping at it with the modeling, I'll discover that in the process, really. So there could be a roll of paper over there. Yeah, that should be good. So let's group this all up. There we go. That's one corner. Now it's very enticing, I guess. Is that a word? I don't know. To just duplicate this over here and mirror it. But I think that's too obvious. Yeah, that's way too obvious. Let's continue with the more thought out approach. Wait, I want that dark green, I think. I don't know why. I don't like the brown here. There's just like a big piece of board over there, which could happen. Here's like another piece of board. Well, it's something very thin, actually. I guess this is a bit of foam board. Stashed over there. And maybe we should stash something in the corner here. Or maybe we'll just group this all up. Is this all? Yes. And move it about a little, like so. That covers the corner nicely. And still, yeah, could work. This could work. I will need to have it on the ground, though. I don't know. Not really important. But I like not having too many nooks and crannies that you can look through. Even if only maybe to help with the occlusion algorithm that Unity uses. Let me stash some more things in there. Really, this is blocks at its best, I guess. Just shapes suggesting something, but not really being clear what they are. Well, except for the book, obviously. I kind of like how that turns out, because it's also nicely communicates that this is stuff that's just set dressing, stuff that you shouldn't expect to be able to handle once in the world. It's obvious that that's just, well, to me it is. I hope it is to my visitors as well. It's obvious that that is stuff that's just there for set dressing. So let's do one more shape in the back here, just to break up the view of the wall from behind the oh wait, let me undo that, and let's just take this bit and move it to the floor. That's easier. No, moving breaking up the flat piece of wall behind the box with this shape could be nice. So we just try it and see how it looks. Wonderful. Better on color. That's, oh, now it blends with the table too much. Oh, I just want that one. Yeah, I think that's okay. I like it. Just missing some tiny details. I'm thinking of adding a bit of, what's it called? Metal wire over here, like a coil. Just thrown out in here. Oh, that's a, sorry, that's a bug. First we stretch, then we shrink. Like so. And then to sell that we're dealing with metal wire, we'll have a bit of it stick out. Like so. And it won't really be important. Oh, I missed this one. To have much more detail there. Well, actually, let me make the bottom bit green, just like the top bit. So it looks a bit more like a wire coil. I like it so. Yes, that should do fine. And group it up. There we go. Oh, and let's group this bit up as well. So, now, just wanting to check how this thing behaves in a different spot. Because I'm guessing I could also duplicate it in the world here, like here. But then it should obviously be positioned more like this. I'll do this in Unity if it works. I'm just checking to see if the shapes work for like a place over there, which they don't really. Okay, that means we throw it off and we'll use that as a solo bit of mess. Now, I'm thinking it might be nice to have like a little, well, let's call it a chest of drawers. I don't know, you know, a little metal case here with little drawers that you can put tools in and stuff like you see in workshops. That could be nice. Okay, this might be a good base shape even. Let me see if I can give it some wheels. I mean, it won't obviously never be wheeling out of this place. bit big. Yeah, that's a bit big. Let's smaller it down. Again, continually switching back to human scale by grabbing the world and pressing the L button there. It resets everything to the original scale. And I use that as the 1-to-1 scale, so to say. And this works. A bit more room for the legs. Or the wheels, rather. Okay, let's see what happens if we do this. So, huge wheels here. Really, this is so much in the corner of your eye that it can just be, oh, pretty suggestive, I guess. That's really enough. Maybe it's a bit big. That's better. Yes. Let's duplicate that over here. And let's have this one. No, that looks silly. These little choices. It almost feels silly, especially now that I'm talking over it. That makes me realize what kind of thoughts I put into little decisions like, which way should this wheel point? Should I go like this and look like it has 2 feet and standing wide-footed? Or should it look like this and be more like they rolled it into place here and forgot about it? It looks silly anyway now that I'm thinking about it, how it could be feet. So I'll just leave it at that. Okay, oh, come along, you can go over here, just for completeness sake, because nobody will see you ever, but you need to be there. Group you up. Okay. So let's see. I think that we will want a few of these drawers here to be sticking out a bit. In which case it is nice to have this stick in a bit. Be convex, I guess. Let's try if we do that with a little border like this. And then just doesn't have to go deeper than this. It will just be a dark void. Nice thing is that now I can mess up the corners so it looks crooked, which we like, obviously. There we go. Okay. This thing here is a bit in the way, but I can't delete it because it's grouped with the rest of the thing. I will have to live with it, I guess. It's not that bad, but it takes away a bit from the view. Do I also need like little pieces of metal there? Perhaps. We'll see. Let's first try to get in one of these drawers to see how big I want them to be. They should store stuff like maybe even paper stuff. It actually feels a bit wide now with the drawers in place. What to do? I think I will make it a bit smaller, a bit less wide. I'm gonna do that by just selecting this and this face and moving them inwards as best as I can. Again, being rescued by my own desire for crookedness. Over here, things go bad. It's not the most important side. Oh, most important side of the object, so I'll just fix it up roughly. Katam. That's better. Yeah. It also it looks a bit maybe too much like a desktop PC box. So the top one is the CD drive, but I hope to fix that with a nice silvery handle. Let's see if I can work that in easily. Yeah, that's very much not centered at all. Let's see if we can center this by hand. Maybe make it a bit less huge and a bit taller. And then I want to have a cut over here and over here. Move this to the center. Oh, sorry, I'm mistaken. I want a cut over here and over here. Like this way, it can turn into one of those silvery handles I have in mind. Like this. It looks a bit hard to grok right now. Do I extrude this bit inwards? I could try. There to a point. Give a suggestion of depth, I guess. And then turn it into a black void. Oh. So, like this. This was more or less what I had in mind. I think these things... Oh, I shouldn't have grouped it yet. Sometimes have like a little window over here for a label. So let's see how that would look. I'm gonna cheat here a bit by doing it like this. And then this doesn't even stick in. And then extrude inwards to a point. And then we have our little window. Yeah, that kind of looks okay. Let me try and widen it a bit by trying to select only the edges here. This edge, and where's the edge? Okay, over there. And moving them this way. I should have took that edge as well, but too late. Let me try again. So this edge, that edge, and this edge, and this edge. And I want to kind of have it over here, just a bit wider. Guess I should do this as well then. Yes, I like it. Suddenly I see what happens here, and now I like it. The color contrast is a bit off with the blue and the gray. Let me see what happens if I make it very silvery. Yeah, now I'm leaving it at this. I think I will recolor it in the processing stage. So it's like the same shade right now as the blue. And now it's too dark, which I don't like. Now I can group it. Now we'll see what happens if we excuse me, we clone it a few times. I'm doing this in with the grid on, just so the clones are straight for now. I'm gonna mess their straightness up later. And I think we can have a final drawer over here. That looks okay, right? Oh, that's not even bad. Okay, let me mess up the symmetries a bit, because... Oh, sorry, I want to mirror you and place you here. I want also to mirror you. Sorry, that's doubling. Mirror. Just to have some variation, I'll mirror you. Why do I keep doubling stuff when I mean to mirror it? There we go. There's my tool. Yeah, tool cupboard. I don't know how you call a thing like this. It still needs some filling up though. I'm thinking maybe it would be smart to still keep the drawers like ungrouped from the main body, because I might want to do some rearranging and stuff. So there's a bit of paper in this one, obviously. And which color do we using here? Hold on a moment. I want to have a extra sticky out bit of paper here. Just the suggestion that it's a I don't know the words, people, and a stack of paper instead of just a white block, like so. It's tiny though, the paper here. Let me try and bigify it without everything going crooked and wrong, like so. That could work. I think it's, yeah, that's nice, that's fine. Top one is, I don't know, wires, I guess. Oh, let me do that again. Don't think we can go one size smaller. I really want to try and see if I can make this here like copper end of a wire, but I can't. Well, I can by perhaps by doing like this. It should kind of look like a copper ending to the wire. Sure, that's fine. That's perfectly all right. And let's just build in the suggestion of a few yellow wires also being in there. Another bit of red here. Actually, I think, because I need to conserve my detailing a bit, I think this might just be enough for the whole thing as far as detail is concerned. So I'm gonna group it up, hope for the best, and oh, there we go, and then finish it off with a few shapes lying on top of it here. Because I can. Just a suggestion of more activity here. Like so. And I want to have like a tool lying over there as well. Let's just do a simple screwdriver thing, like so. I'm assuming rarely anyone will actually check what kind of thing this is. So I'm just gonna keep it very rough. Just, there we go, that's a screwdriver. I'm afraid that it's pretty much the same as a screwdriver over here, so let me at least give it another color. Over here in the other scene. Blue can't really. Let's make it green then. That looks like could be a fine screwdriver. And to finish off the suggestion of things being thrown on top of this thing, I'll just do also some random tool shapes. I'm actually not sure what I'm building here, but hey, that's the way I managed to build the whole world, so I'll just keep doing it. It's like there's vegetables over here, but no one will check. Maybe one final, you know, for once I will use the glass material. I rarely use glass material, but I'm thinking there's like a big pen over here. I really shouldn't do this with glass. No, let's just make it grayish. There. There we go. That's nice. And okay, let's group it like this, because I have a feeling that this little bit of, oh, it's not complete. This little bit of mess could be placed elsewhere in the scene as well. You know what? I don't think it is. I'll just group it with the rest of the object in a moment. I want to fill up this space here. Again, no idea why. I think it looks good. And there's one thing I forgot. Let's group this up. You know, excuse me, in my world, because I'm building it myself, every cardboard box has to have a handle just to sell its cardboard boxness a little more, I guess. Oh, I want to select the edges. Thank you. Okay, it can be a bit larger. I like so. There we go. Yeah, this is a very welcome messiness. I think it works. I'm just tracking my grouping here. That should all be one group, right? Yes. This is all one group. Yes. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So, that's the first bits. I'm actually, oh, wait a minute. I want to have you more like in the corner here, just to fill up the nook over here. Just so I don't have to place other cardboard shapes in there. Well, I guess I could do with a little nondescript filler object over here. So, me likey. Oh, that didn't go well. Like so, I think. And that just belongs to the same thing. I'm hopeless, guys. And now I see this bit here. I'm thinking, no, 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 no. That's not right. There should be a white shape in there. Come on. What was I thinking? There we go. Now it's something. Something more, at least, than just a beige box. Okay. I'm kind of liking this. I'm gonna check for a moment how long the recording was. And we're already 40 minutes in, so I'm gonna leave it at this for this video. I'm gonna continue modeling this out and record it into another video, I guess. Well, I'll try, no promises. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and see ya guys later. Bye bye.